Heyo, agent of the vine, here to blow your mind. Back again with some more life-changing advice. Let me make it clear that freedom is a choice. You have the power to say no and to create your own reality. Okay, now let's get started. Your mind has not evolved at the rate that technology has. So whatever you do still involves your animal instincts. Our survival instincts have been evolving for millions of years, and we have only had things like unlimited food, the Gregorian calendar, aka 7-day weeks, time, English, which brought with it terms like human and race, which all came only roughly 500 years ago. Dopamine has not evolved in the slightest bit. Therefore, it can be abused in every aspect of your life, which is happening in pretty much every industry in the world. They will exploit you as a consumer. They will exploit your mind without you even being aware, and dopamine will get you to even enjoy it. Your diet is not just what you are eating, but what your brain consumes on the daily. Information, fear-inducing news, your thoughts, and overall what your mind's attention focuses on and consumes. Whatever you focus on and or watch, you are consuming. Essentially, whatever is the most intriguing thing to the eye or the ego will catch your awareness. Things that will have very bad effects on you long term, your mind is just void to, because your short term animal instincts, aka dopamine, will get you to enjoy the event. Your brain's dopamine can only determine whether an action is good for you by ones and zeros. So anything that is getting your brain to dispense dopamine, your brain will perceive it as good no matter what. Things like social media, fear-inducing news or entertainment, video games, negative content, or your thoughts, actions, and habits. Even if they are negative, your survival instincts will consider them good, because your mind cannot tell context. If you want to grow, learn, and overall improve yourself, you have to go out of your comfort zone. Getting out of your comfort zone is necessary to achieving pretty much anything in life. And things that make you go out of your comfort zone will be perceived as bad by your mind, which means your brain will very likely disapprove and attempt to get you to stop in any way, likely by thoughts. If whatever you are consuming is causing negativity in your life, you must make a conscious choice for it to go, for your own good. How to stop consuming and make the step into creation. This world sets you up to be a consumer. That is what they want from you. I'm here to inform you to be a creator. Your life is a movie, and if you glance at it, just laying on the couch consuming content all day, that is not what you aspire to do. Live in the present. Do whatever you deem necessary in the moment to accomplishing what you love and desire. What are the steps you need to move forward? Learning? Research it. Read a book. Internalize the knowledge and apply it. You need to work hard? Well, take action. Start getting used to the labor. Become your dream. Embody your dream. Live your dream. Or you may never achieve it. Retake control of your life. You're a movie. Action comes first. Start with action and then gain the knowledge you need to obtain for your dream and apply it. I just had recently went through a consuming stage of life after quitting video games, constantly watching YouTube and other content to try and improve myself. Yet I was not applying any of it into my own life. Instead, I was just consuming it. Although I was gaining and stacking up helpful knowledge, it was getting me nowhere. Knowledge seems like progress, but in reality, there was no results. When I began to apply the necessary lifestyles I learned over time from this knowledge, I then started to have progress with my goals and dreams. Real progress is achievements. Achievements also bring true happiness. Don't let other people tell you to consume. Know your value. You are your own soul on your own life journey. And you go through events that life gives you daily, and you can either view these events as life going against you, but in reality the universe works for you. It somehow knows everything needed for your movie. The universe will provide you with what you need, and most of the time, majority of what you need will be in lessons. The smartphone. I will cover this topic much deeper in another video on how to use it more efficiently, but for now I will give you a little summary. The smartphone is the biggest distractions us humans have in our lives. They completely destroy your focus and attention span and completely change the way we think. But it is up to you to make the phone affect you positively or negatively. If you are using an app purely for entertainment, it must go for your own benefit. Just delete the stupid amount of excess phone games, and for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and more, and the other two controversial ones, YouTube and Snapchat, just avoid the first 5 entertainment apps at all costs, because they will only harm you in the long run, unless using them otherwise, like using them to promote your own work. But for YouTube and Snapchat, they can have many good uses. Ignore the Snapchat news media at all costs. I know it's difficult. They have some extremely intriguing clickbait. And for God's sakes, hold back on the YOLOs. YouTube, though, can be used for pure entertainment, or a smart way to research and learn about the stuff you love and the truth. Just use these apps wisely. Try to use your phone for stuff to better your life. Here are some examples of apps that can make your life easier in a variety of ways. Morning routine, habit tracker, workout planner, a dream journal, and note-taking/writing. These are just some of the apps I use, and I bet you could find many more to assist you in your life. Just be aware, if it is not aiding you to achieve what you love, just stay astray from it. If you can't live without your phone, that's a pretty bad sign. The smartphone has an extraordinary amount of ways to be used beneficially, like mass communicating and finding fellow like-minded people. But just like anything in life, it can be detrimental and dangerous to yourself if used the wrong way. Don't let false perception take control of you that living without these things would be hell. The more your mind gets accustomed to a real natural life, the more overall enjoyable life will become. Stop using all your energy externally and put that energy into improving yourself every single day. If you do not improve and learn something new in a day, you are quite literally doing something wrong. Social media and TV. These are the biggest things you must be cautious about. Be aware of what you are consuming on media. Media is the biggest enemy we have in our lives, and we don't even know it. It can completely manipulate our minds, and on top of this, it is used to spread and enforce dividing and misleading beliefs. Have you ever wondered why when you see a dark-skinned man, the first thing to come to your head will be something racist? Or you see a big bearded Muslim man and a terrorist comes to mind? This is all from consuming social media. The chaos is never ending. It is fear-inducing, and that is the exact vibration they want you to be in. Even now, knowing what I know, I can go on Instagram and scroll for a solid minute, and have already had a conversation with my ego, comparing myself to others. Instagram and other social apps are near to soft porn. This is in no way beneficial to mental health and confidence. Same goes for television. It literally tells lies to your vision. Netflix is a huge distraction, and I highly recommend getting it out of your life. For me, it was quite easy, but for you, however, it may not be. But don't let that hold you back. Quitting and retaking control is well worth it, although the occasional movie will do you no harm. If you are continuing to use social media, at least make it good for yourself by unfollowing celebrities and other negative things that will get you to compare yourself and lower your confidence and vibrations. Instead, follow motivating pages and self-help people. So if you wake up and tend to go on social media, it will at least affect you in positive ways. Fake news and distractions. All too majority of the major mainstream news outlets are meant to deceive you. They put you in false realities, fear-inducing realities. This is one of the most controlled industries in the world. You are better off getting your news source from a platform like YouTube. All the real truth news sources on YouTube seem to break down and decode these false mainstream news outlets. These major mainstream news outlets are sadly capable of way too much. They can spread mass crisis fear, and fear is the new mass weapon of destruction because the sheep consume it far too easily. The government create the problem, whip up a frenzy and cause a reaction, and then bring in the solution, which furthers their government control over us. This is what we should be worried about. The new normal, aka the new world order, not the media manufactured virus. Now for food. I went from only eating hamburgers, hot dogs, snacks, and lots more processed garbage to eating roughly 80% earth food with the occasional meat. I had gone vegetarian for a little under a month and realized that it was only making my life harder, and I would have to be constantly supplementing vitamins and basing my life around it. So I instead just returned to a healthy, simple, omnivore diet. Before, I had an extreme fear of food and was extremely picky with mostly everything. I despised cheese, literally every sauce, pizza, bananas, and most vegetables. I had no willingness to try anything. I always had stuck to my junk food for 15 years of my life. After my awakening, I'm now over all that goofy nonsense and now love and try everything. Raw earth food will help you in every way, and on top of that, is not addictive in the slightest bit. The man-made food industry, on the other hand, will have you triggering mass dopamine and poisoning your body and energy. This food is extremely addictive, and I have seen plenty of people in my life be ruined into mediocrity by keeping these bad habits throughout their life. Video games. I used to be a severe gaming addict. My life was video games. All I wanted was to game and enter the simulated realities with my friends. This led me to having many problems when I had quit. Social anxiety, dopamine addiction, and daily masturbation. I'll admit it. I will soon have videos on the importance of semen retention. Clearly now you can see that I've recovered. Now I play as little to no games, but it took a lot of time, hard work, and dedication for me to get to this point. Video games are in no way necessary to quit, as they can be a nice treat mentally, but they will also not benefit you in any way. Limit your amount of time in front of the screen. They are made for consuming. Unless you are somehow making a career out of the video games, they can quite easily consume you. Time for the most important lesson of the video, your thoughts. Your thoughts create your own reality. Therefore, everyone's perception of life is different. If you are having and tuning into negative thoughts, guess what happens? Fear, anxiety, depression, and etc. They will halt your life and stall your dreams. On the other hand, positive thoughts will further accelerate you through your life. If you are consuming everything said in this video, you literally will have no chance in conquering your negative thoughts, because the ones consuming all of this negative, harmful energy will quite literally be caged within their ego, your own mind. But in reality, you are not your ego, your body, nor your mind. The body is the vessel the universe has given us to experience this life and the lessons that come with it. And the mind is the smartest piece of technology still on this planet. But as I said before, you are the conscious awareness, the one who is aware of this life, the mind and the body. Changing your thoughts takes reprogramming of the brain, and meditation is the best option for doing so. I hope for you to apply the advice that I've given you the best you can to improve your life. And if you have any questions or are in need of any further advice, you are always free to ask. I am here to help. The comments section is a perfect place to ask, and I love to read all of your comments and help you in the best way I can. You can also DM me on other social platforms if in need of asking something privately. I'm soon to create a Discord, which I believe to be a good option to build community, find fellow like-minded people, and a great platform for all of you to ask questions. I also have huge plans in making a website to guide you in every way in your life. Agent of Divine, signing out once again, sending you love vibrations only. From the heart. Peace.